Welcome back to the Vintage Reserve, the channel where we go urban treasure hunting. That means going to garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, flea markets, anywhere where you can find treasure hidden around amongst the junk for a great deal. And this video, we're going to focus on just one garage sale I went to because I probably had the best score of the year, and you're going to get to watch as we go through everything. Hope you enjoy the video.
Buffalo Bills, gotta love them. Be a little wizard with a broken hat. Funny. It's like a bell or something. Sorry, that's a lock with a key. Old Elgin. That's a cool little box of stuff. International silver plates and glass.
So I did not find any video game stuff today at the garage sale, but there was one, and I picked up a whole box of jewelry. Look at all this stuff. They had like a bunch of stamps and basically a thing of like just random jewelry, so I'll have to go through that to see if there's anything cool in it. And then there's like bags and packs of old stamps, some old harmonicas, and then even a Roycroft pewter plate. That's pretty cool. Yeah, not video games, but hey, we find some treasures nonetheless. So I'm about to go through this box of jewelry that I picked up at that garage sale. Hopefully there's some gold and silver and stuff in there. I really don't know, but I mean, if we can find some cool gems or even some costume jewelry. Old costume jewelry can be worth some money too, and there's just so much here to go through. But to show off a little bit, the Roycroft plate. This is not made by Roycroft, it's made by Wilton. And they make like an alloy that looks like pewter, but it's mostly aluminum. So this is probably from like the 70s. There's a really good chance this could be worth at least a couple hundred, if it really is authentic and connected to the Roycroft, which it seems like it is, and I can't find anything else like it online. But before I go through digging through the jewelry, let's take a look at the other stuff. There's this like open bag of these old like military pewter figures for a game, I'm guessing. In here, there were some harmonicas, it looked like. So what do we have here? Some I guess like a step tracker. Just like a pen. Norway. Fun. Little Swiss Army knife thing. What do we got? Oh! Is that Leatherman? That is! It's a little Leatherman. Okay. And then, yeah, that is a Swiss Army knife. And a much smaller Swiss Army knife. Cool, 3 really good pocket knives right off the bat. Was not expecting the Leatherman. Leatherman, for those who don't know, is actually a really high-end, nice brand of pocket knife. Very reliable. The big ones can go for quite a bit. They're very expensive. And then we've got a swing band made in Japan harmonica and a E to Z play-by-numbers harmonica. Oh, I guess it's like a play-by-numbers. And then this is a Thorin's Color Harmonica 63 Switzerland. And it looks like it is in there. Very cool. I don't know how to play the harmonica. I guess this will be me starting out learning then. So between the 2 harmonicas and the 3 decent pocket knives, there's probably at least $100 worth of value in that one bag. Them's the meatballs. yeah, I also got this whole like stamp collection, and I don't know much about stamps, but I know that some can be valuable, most are not. I'm gonna go ahead and assume there's not anything super valuable, but like, I mean, 10-cent stamps, 2-cent stamps. I mean, if I'm guessing the older they are, the more valuable they probably are. So like maybe something in like the 2 to 5 cents is worth, or more likely to be worth something. I don't know. We'll see about maybe going through that in a future video, but that's a lot of stamps to go through. But on to the main event. We have this box of just jewelry and knickknacks and things. It's all tangled up in a mess, and I gotta go sort through it now. Hopefully we'll find some silver and gold and who knows what else inside. Maybe some vintage costume jewelry that can be worth some good money. I don't call this urban treasure hunting for no reason, so we'll see what we find. It's going to take a while to go through all this, so I'm probably going to have to just go through most of it off camera, but I'll stop and fill you in anytime I find something really cool in there. Grab a cardboard box to help organize it, and I got my little loop there, and we will get back to you guys as soon as we have found some cool stuff inside. So we only just started digging through, found some cufflinks and some just costume jewelry, but right off the bat we have found a necklace, and it is marked 925. So sterling silver right off the bat. That means this has not been gone through for precious metals. Hopefully this is the start of a lot. All right, checking in, we found quite a few nice bracelets, some necklaces, this like glass cameo, some earrings. I'll see if I can find the matching sets, a fair amount of brooches, some very vintage ones, and then this so far is, I think, all of the silver that I've found. So we've gone through a few more things. The busted up Elgin pocket watch is gold filled, not solid gold, unfortunately. A few just costume jewelry rings. Then I found this. It's not gold or anything, but this is actually Disney. It's Wizard of Oz. We got Dorothy, the Scarecrow, Cowardly Lion, and the Tin Man. That's a cool vintage Disney bracelet. All right, another update. We found our first pair of matching earrings. Hopefully there will be more. We also found another Disney charm bracelet. This one is the classic gang. We've got Dumbo, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Tinkerbell. We also found another piece of sterling. This entire thing is marked sterling. That is awesome. All right, another update here. I am running out of space. I need to grab another box. Found a few more pieces of sterling silver jewelry. Lots and lots of earrings. There's quite a bit of this that it feels and looks like sterling, but it's not marked, so I'll have to find somebody to test it. But we found our first piece of gold that is marked 14 karat. I have no idea what it really is. Some sort of like charm. But yeah, that's gold, all right. So let's see if I can get it to focus. So yeah, we're gonna hope to find more like that. And we're like halfway through about. So yeah, let's keep digging. Oh, actually, there were some like more non-jewelry items that I found, like a few religious symbols, an old token from Imperial Palace, Las Vegas. Well, I wonder if that's still good for $1. Let's continue to dig on through. Okay, another update on the jewelry. I'm trying to get all of these chains untangled to see what's there. This is all sterling silver here. So far, we're putting together quite a stack of sterling, and we still have so much to go through. Oh my goodness. This is a little overwhelming. All right, I finally got that whole bunch untangled, and we have another piece of gold, 14 karat gold bracelet right there, and tons more sterling silver. So far, we've got one piece of gold there and another piece of gold there. Guys, we have another piece of gold. It's stamped 10 karat, and that probably means those are real diamonds too. That would be my guess. Not a big piece, but I'll take any additional gold go over here with our little gold pile amongst all the sterling silver. I'm starting to find a lot of the pairs of earrings and like pairing them up together. I really need to grab another box, and we're starting to get to the bottom of this, but yeah. There's also a few interesting pieces that we found. A little like milk token. I've got to look that up and see what that's about. A ton of like pins for like American Legion and stuff like that. So any kind of cool historical-ish things I'm kind of putting over to the side instead of throwing them into the jewelry piles. But hopefully we can find even more treasures to come. And based on everything we found so far, I think we're doing really well. All right, we are getting close to being done. There's so many earrings to go through. Again, lots and lots of pairs of earrings. There's a handful of like broken stuff too in here. Some stuff's like missing gems. A pretty good chunk of just sterling jewelry. And then this is all the gold jewelry so far. Found this 14 karat gold chain, a few random gold earrings, 14 karat gold, 14 karat gold, again 14 karat gold, some additional gold earrings. I can't find any pairs of the gold earrings, which kind of stinks, but there's still plenty to go through. I mean, that's a good little pile of gold there for a $20 box of jewelry from a garage sale, and just so much stuff to sort through. Okay, it took quite a while, but I have finally gone through everything, so let's take a look at all the jewelry now that it's all organized and laid out. All right, well, here is everything all laid out. Let's start over with the costume jewelry. This is all of the necklaces and bracelets. We've got the standout two probably from this are the vintage Disney. We've got the two bracelets there, and the rest are just fun bracelets, pieces of costume jewelry. A bit of mix of like very vintage, antique, and modern. Moving over here, we've got all of the, basically it's just the earrings. There's like 80 pairs of earrings that I was able to match up. So some of them are very vintage, from like the late 1800s, early 1900s. Others are from like the 50s, the 60s. Some of them are even newer than that. But tons of just great pieces of costume jewelry. A few rings and a few like kind of antique coins and things that we went over previously in the video. Some pins, some cufflinks. But in total, that is quite a nice haul just for costume jewelry. Then we move over here. This is also, I think, mostly costume jewelry. Lots of charms and pins. A lot of religious stuff in here. Some buttons, Girl Scout pins. We've got some brooches. Some of them are very old. Again, there's really a mix of a lot of stuff in here. Some stuff was like from the 1800s. A lot of it was from like kind of mid-century modern. We've got a bunch of like fraternity pins and Lions pins, merit badges, kind of things like that. Tie clips. Now, some of these, especially these right here, are a lot nicer than some of the other ones. I couldn't find any marks, but honestly, part of me wants to have a jeweler look at them. It stands out from everything else, so I want to have someone look at those just to make sure I'm not missing the mark somewhere on those. But I'm pretty sure most of that's costume jewelry. Now we move on to the sterling silver. Now, I'm pretty sure everything in here is sterling silver or gold filled. The one exception is I think this charm was actually showing as magnetic. So I'm guessing it is clearly marked 925. I'm guessing that it's probably just either fake or maybe it's got metal in it for the setting that is magnetic on top of the silver. But I'm just going to go ahead and say that one's probably fake. But lots of sterling silver. Again, a lot of religious items. some bracelets, brooches, not several pairs of earrings, unfortunately, but, and unfortunately this really cool bracelet is broken. But, I mean, that's still a nice piece of silver. I was able to put a few sets of earrings together. Obviously, the Elgin is, it's gold-filled. So gold-filled sometimes works out to be around the price of sterling, depending on the market. But yeah, that's honestly a good heaping chunk of sterling silver there. Next, we're going to move on to just all the random bits and bobs, the pieces of jewelry that were like earrings or things that were broken, or things that just I couldn't find the pair for. I went through and I don't think any of this is gold or silver. I might have missed a piece or two there, but I took a pretty good look at everything. I've got a little box here that I put all the kind of like loose gems and cabochons and things into. Maybe see if it's worth bringing that, again, if I have a jeweler look at some of the nicer pieces. And speaking of nicer pieces, I'm pretty certain most, if not all of this, is 10 or 14 karat gold. The main thing right now I'm a little iffy on are these. They're marked like JBV 14. I can't tell if there's like just, if the stamping was a little off and the K wasn't complete for the 14 karat or not. So I'm still a little iffy on those. Everything else very clearly marked either 10 or 14 karat gold. And I mean, that's a lot of gold to find in just a box that was $20. There's also these few items which are like kind of gold tone and a lot of them are a little bit heavier than you expect. None of it's magnetic. These Fraternity of the Eagle fobs for pocket watches, most of them were gold filled, so there's a good chance that that's at least gold filled. But some of them were also in 14 karat gold. Unfortunately, this one's broken and missing pieces. I couldn't find any markings. Could be that there's just markings on the pieces that broke off. I don't know. This thing is like a gold leaf ring, but it's like all soldered inside. Like it's almost like they melted whatever metal it was and it like kind of dripped and solidified when they were making it. Can't find any markings, but like it's very consistent, the same color. It's got the weight that I kind of expect from gold. I'm not an expert on gold. I rarely ever find it. So there's a good chance that that's not gold and I'm just being very hopeful and a little bit greedy, wanting even more than I found. I believe it was this one. One of these was, it's marked like K10, which maybe that's just they redid the order for 10 karat. I'm not sure. But again, this is kind of the probably not, but maybe worth taking a closer look from a professional. But yeah, that in total for a $20 plastic bin of jewelry, that's probably close to $2,000 worth of just jewelry when it comes to the gold and silver and everything alone. And even if I could just got like a few bucks a piece for every pair of earrings, on top of we had the two harmonicas. There's also one other piece of 14 karat gold that I found, and it's actually this chain. I didn't have my cross on a gold chain before, so this antique Eastern European 14 karat gold rope chain is kind of perfect to put my own little cross on there. So that's staying with me for personal use now. I mean, that alone is easily worth the $20 I spent, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We don't normally find this much stuff. I mean, in total, we spent $25 at the garage sale, and the gold scrap weight alone is over $1,000. So if you want to watch more of these videos and tune along, I know this is not the video game stuff that I've been having recently on the channel. I like to mix everything up. You never know what you're going to find out treasure hunting, so it's really about what you find the given day that you're out hunting. If you like the video and if you've watched this far, please consider liking, subscribing, leave me a comment. What piece of jewelry would you have gotten most excited about in the collection? And I hope to see you in a future video.